Hello there, and welcome to Painting Studio. Glad you could join us today. Today we're going to get familiar with all the things you can do in Painting Studio. We'll learn about what kind of paints you can use, brushes, tools, and how to get started painting. You'll need a few basic things. You'll first need a water cup to clean your brushes or to wet your paper, depending on the techniques that you want to use. You'll also need brushes. Brushes come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes. These are the kinds of brushes that you will find in Painting Studio. You'll find big brushes, medium brushes, and small brushes. There are also flat and round brushes. These brushes make different marks on the paper. And of course, you'll also need paint. There are two main kinds of paint that you'll find in the Painting Studio. First is tempera. These are dry. You'll need to add water to them to make them wet so that you can paint with them. If you are in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, you can use the liquid paint. That paint is already wet. As you can see, the paint is completely dry. But by adding just a few drops of water, you can then paint with it. If you continue to mix it further, the color becomes brighter and darker. Make sure to thoroughly clean your brush by stirring it at the bottom of the glass and then wiping off the excess on the side of the cup. Be especially careful with the color yellow. Even a little bit can totally change the color. You also might need a painting palette. You'll need this to put the paint into for mixing. Make sure to press slowly and only take what you can use, about the size of a nickel. Do not press too quickly or else you might find paint on your shirt. Also, do not overfill. Odds are you probably won't be able to use all that paint in one class. You can always get more paint. Painting Studio might be one of the messier studios that you'll get to use in this class. So we need to make sure that we clean up really well. And here's how. First, take everything off the table. Make sure you put away all your paints. Rinse out your cups of water in the sink and put them upside down on the placemat to dry. Also, make sure to clean your brushes in the sink under running water. Make sure it's thoroughly clean so the next person who gets your brushes doesn't get a dirty one. And sort it by the color labeled at the back of the brush. Also, if you're using sponges, make sure to thoroughly rinse them out as well. If you used a palette while painting, make sure to thoroughly clean this too. Underneath running water, use your finger or use your brush to help remove all the paint. Do not just run underneath the water because it will take you a long time. When it comes to cleaning your table, make sure to only spray twice. Usually, that's all you need. If you overspray, your table will take too long to dry. But with just 2 sprays, it dries rather quick. Great! Have you guys learned how to use Painting Studio? Wonderful. Well, until next time, and this has been the joy of Painting Studio. And remember, there are no mistakes, just happy accidents.